All right, and we are back for another reaction. And today we are continuing Jujutsu Kaisen. Um, having a little bit of an issue uploading the first episode. I've tried so many different ways of editing it, and it just keeps getting blocked. I think it might have something to do with the English dub itself, because that's what I saw it on English dub. So I'm gonna try watching this episode in sub and see if there's like an easier time of doing that. Hopefully, I'm eventually able to find some way of uploading episode one. If not, then unfortunately, it's just gonna be episode two. But basically, to summarize my overall thoughts, I really enjoyed, probably even loved episode one. I loved that nobody died. Usually with action anime, like a kind of cheap way of trying to get you to like, oh, realize the danger of the world is by killing pointless characters. But thankfully, no one in there died. I was a little worried because there were like two characters that sprouted a bunch of death flags, but thankfully they didn't die. They're the other two members of the occult club, so I'm kind of glad that they're alive. As far as the other characters, I mean, everyone seems pretty likable. No one seems like super bland, super cliche, or anything like that. So I'm really interested to see how they're gonna interact in this world. Um, the power level hasn't really been established yet. They He said something like they mentioned like level two demons. They like Kishin and all this kind of stuff. So I mean, they're kind of throwing terminology or verbiage everywhere, and I'm assuming, I'm hoping that we'll get to learn more about it as the season progresses. I don't know how many episodes are on this season. I actually don't even know how many seasons there are, but we're here for it. Let's keep going until we stop enjoying ourselves. So this is episode two of Jujutsu Kaisen. Let's go.
君が食った呪いだよ。ああ、うん。多分できるけど。じ
Oh,
ゃ、
that's the name of
10
the
秒だ。
demon inside of him.
10秒経ったら戻っておいで。でも、大丈夫。僕最
Oh,
強だから。
he wants to test how well
冬美、
he has a
こ
handle
れ持ってて。
on the
これを
consciousness. I'm
菊
assuming.
水庵菊福。せん食べるんだ。
It's my
う
lunch.
そ菊福は他のお土産とは言って。
Oh,
そんでね、中の生クリームが絶品なのよ。
all right.
生徒の前なんでね、かっこつけさせてもらうよ。
Student, you guys sound about the same age.
恐ろしく。だからどうという
Jujutsu
話でもない
sorcerers.
か。
I don't know, it's kind of easier for me to call them hunters, because that's kind of like what they are.
そろそろかな。
At least in my opinion so far.
くそ、まただ。乗っ取れない。この虎杖とかいう構造。一体何者だ。お、大丈夫だった？驚いた。本当に制御できてるよ。でもちょっとうるせえんだよな。あいつの声がする。それで済んでるのが奇跡だよ。
Of course.
何したんですか？今すぐじゃねえってことか。さ、一から説明するね。
Yeah, I mean, I guess there was a risk of that demon being able to control him when he was asleep or unconscious. So they're probably just covering their bases.
少なは腕が4本あるんだ。
Whoa!
見ての通りこれは壊せない。それだけ強力な呪いなんだ。日に日に呪いは強まってるし、現存の呪術師じゃ封印が追いついてない。そこで君だ。君が死ねば中の呪いも死ぬ。うちの老人どもは臆病でね。今すぐ君を殺せと騒ぎ立ててる。でもそんなの。
Cult member. She lived. And I'm assuming the other guy's in the hospital bed. Iguchi. Iguchi. I'll try to remember that. I'm so bad with names. Oh, so he's gonna come clean about everything to them. Interesting.
呪いを寄せたり強くする効果があったんだよ。だから悪いのは先輩じゃなくて、
Are they not gonna believe him?
俺だよ。ごめんな。でも大丈夫。明日には井口先輩直せる人が来てくれるから。
虎杖。
Fixing?
悪い先輩、俺行かなきゃならないところあるんだ。
You'll never see me again.
バイバイ。
知ってもんだ。
Yeah.
スクナの捜索をするとなれば凄惨な現場を見ることもあるだろうし、君がそうならないとは言ってあげられない。ま、好きな地獄を
But
選
if
んでよ。
that thing attracts curses anyway, they're gonna come for him either way, you know? So might as well kind of get ready for it.
お前は強いから人を助けろ。
That is a bad cremation job.
全部消えればさ。
What the heck? They're supposed to be totally ash. Like, what the heck?
少しは減るかな。
もちろん。
I mean, right? There you go. An urn.
あの指まだある。うわ、まず笑いてくるわ。
確定だね。
So gross, it's
肉
funny.
体の体勢だけじゃない。
I've never really heard that expression
好きな相
before.
手に難なく自我を保てる。千年生まれてこなかった逸材。
I've heard so bad it's good.
どったの？
いや、なんでもない。覚悟はできたってことでいいのかな？
全然。なんで俺が死刑なんだって思ってるよ。でも呪いはほっとけねえ。本当にめんどくせえ遺言だよ。スクナは全部食ってやる。あとは知らん。てめえの死に様はもう決まってんだわ。
So what's the plan here? He eats all the parts of Sukuna, and then they kill him to get rid of Sukuna's curses or something?
東京。
Fushiguro. That's gonna take a while for me to remember.
俺と同じ呪術師の学校に転入するんだ。
え？
東京都立呪術高等専門学校。ちなみに1年生は君で3人目。少な。
Of course, there's a freaking battle school.
じゃあ行ってくるよ。じいちゃん。すげえ山ん中だな。本当に東京？
東京も郊外はこんなんよ。
伏黒は？
術師の治療を受けて今はぐっすりさ。東京都立呪術高等専門学校。日本に2校しかない。
He had like scratches on his face, but I didn't really think like he was messed up at all.
多くの呪術師が卒業後もここを起点に活動しており、教育のみならず任務の斡旋サポートも行っている呪術界の要だ。とりあえずユージはこれから学長と面談ね。
学長。
下手打つと入学拒否られるから気張ってね。
Oh, dang it, another name to remember.
そしたら俺即死刑。
なんだ、貴様が頭ではないのか。力以外の序列はつまらんな。
悪い先生、たまに出てくんだ。
愉快な体になったね。
That's cool. It's kind of like in Soul Eater, Ragnarok and Krona. Yeah, Krona and Ragnarok. Yeah, it's like that sort of symbiotic relationship.
両面スクナは腕が4本、顔が2つある仮想の鬼神。だがそいつは実在した人間だよ。1000年以上前の話だけどね。呪術全盛の時代、術師が総力を挙げて彼に挑み敗れた。スクナの名を冠し、死後呪物として時代を渡る城さえ。
I mean, that kind of looks just like him, honestly. Just like slick their hair back a tiny bit.
先生とどっちが強い？
Oh, is that it? Is he like some kind of reincarnation or like lineage of him?
負けちゃう
Like some Yu Yu Hakusho sort of stuff.
遅いぞ、サトル。8分遅刻だ。
What the?
責めるほどでもない。遅刻をするくせ、直せと言ったはずだぞ。
Everyone needs hobbies.
責めるほどじゃないなら責めないでくださいよ。どうせ人形作ってんだからいいでしょ ?8 分くらい。
Just making dolls.
その子が
I suppose Picasso was just painting the Mona Lisa.
よろしくお願いします。
何しに来た？
面談、
呪術高専にだ。
呪術を習いに。
その先の話だ。呪いを学び呪いを払う術を身につけ、その先に何を求める？
何っていうか、スクナの指回収するんすよ。
Why just the fingers though?
なぜ？事件、事故、病気、君の知らない人間が日々死んでいくのは当たり前のことだ。
始まった。
それが呪いの被害となると看過できないというわけか。
そういう遺言なんでね。細かいことはどうでもいいっす。俺はとにかく人を助けたい。
遺言？つまり他人の指図で君は呪いに立ち向かうと不合格だ。
What? Fail.
人形じゃ。
Oh, can he manipulate them? Oh, that's cool.
違い、人形だ。私の呪いがこもっているがね。
It's like a puppet master.
本当に人形かよ。
Can he only control like dolls he makes or like anything that has a sort of like
納得のいく答えが聞けるまで攻
body?
撃は続くぞ。
Like the Statue of Liberty, for example. Would he be able to control that?
家族の遺言だっつーの。 どこだ。
Yeah,
家族
damn.
も他人のうちだろう。
そっか、人形だもんな。痛むとかひるむとかねえか。
呪術師は常に死と隣り合わせ。自分の死だけでない、呪いに殺された人を横目に呪いの肉を切り裂かねばならんこともある。
Okay.
不快な仕事だ。ある程度の怒り具合と高いモチベーションは不可欠だ。それを他人に言われたから笑わせるな。まだ死刑を先延ばすためだと言われた方が納得がいく。
I mean, you'd be surprised what people would do when they're kind of like feeling lost, you know?
そうやって祖父のせいにするのか。
あんた、嫌なこと言うな。
気づきを与えるのが教育だ。
俺は別に。
I don't know nothing about education.
死に際の心のありようを想像するのは難しい。だがこれだけは断言できる。今のままだと大好きな祖父を呪うことになるかもしれんぞ。
How?
呪術師に悔いのない死などない。今一度問う。君はなぜ呪術高専に来た？
運動も喧嘩も昔から人並み以上にできた。でもそれを一度だって俺にしかできないって思ったことはない。少なくそれは俺にしかできないんだって。死刑から逃げられたとしてこの使命から逃げたらさ、飯食って風呂入って漫画読んで、ふと気持ちが途切れた時、ああ今スクナのせいで人が死んでるかもなってへこんで、
Oh,
俺には関係ねえ、
yeah.
俺のせいじゃねえって自分に言い聞かせるのか。 そんなのごめんだね。自分が死ぬ時のことは分からんけど、
All right,
生き
man.
様で後
Let's go.
悔はしたくない。
Let's go. Got that hero mode on.
サトル、行を案内してやれ。それから諸々のセキュリティの説明もな。合格だ。ようこそ呪術高専へ。
Man, honestly, a battle high school is the last thing I expected. I thought it was just gonna be straight up demon hunting. I didn't know they were gonna go like My Hero Academia up in here.
は今出払ってるけど、ま、すぐ会えると思うよ。
But I guess anime be anime, you know.
でも別にユージが戦う必要なくない？スクナの指は僕や伏黒が取ってくるから、君はここで待ってればいいじゃん。
いい、やるったらやる。ぐうたらしてる俺に、おっつー、ボロボロの伏黒が指届ける絵面はウケるけどな。
確かに。ま、君が戦わないなんてことはありえないんだけどね。
あ、試したな。
Why wouldn't he fight?
そんな簡単に見つかるなら、とっくに全部見つけてるっちゅう話。気配が大きすぎるもの、息を潜めているもの、すでに呪霊に取り込まれているもの。探すということに関して、これほど面倒なものもない。でも、今は君がいる。君の中のスクナが力を取り戻すために指のありかを教えてくれる。君は器であると同時に探知機、レーダーでもあ
How
るわ
would
け
you
だ。
know this?
だから現場にいないと
Has
始まらない。
has anyone eaten the finger before that you have this knowledge?
そこはウィンウィンの関係が築けると思う。隣かよ。
お、伏黒、今度こそ元気そうだな。
空室なんていくらでもあったでしょ。だって賑やかな方がいいでしょ。よかれと思って。授業と任務で十分です。ありがとう。
Man, why does this guy get the corner room?
おー、ちゃんとしてる。
だから
Lucky.
迷惑だっつうの。一緒。それより明日はお出かけだよ。3人目の1年生を迎えに行きます。
Only 3 first years, huh? Ah, of course. The female character. The main love interest. The Ochako.
スカウトされたらどうしよう。スタダとか。
Okay, and that was Jujutsu Kaisen episode 2. And still good. Not as as strong as episode 1. But that's fine. This episode was very, very heavily dedicated to exposition. A couple things I did not expect. The main thing that I kept pointing out was Battle High School, which. So I mean, they call it Jujutsu High School. I have yet to see any other student except for those two, and then the girl that came in at the end. The okay, if we're being real here, anime does not have a very good track record of writing good female characters. I'm hoping this, because everything else has been pretty good so far, I'm hoping this is an exception and she's actually like a really good character, not just a damsel or, you know, a tsundere or a trope or anything like that. Like with My Hero Academia and all those other, um, all those other series, right? She seemed to have like kind of a personality, even just those few seconds that we got of her. So we'll see how episode 3 introduces us to her. As far as I mean, there's so many questions. Like, how do they know that he can locate the other pieces if no one has ever eaten that thing before? Why would they have like how? I'm confused about that. Um and like does I mean he has to be just like a super distant descendant of what was his name? Katsuki or Katsukin? The main demon. He has to be like a descendant of him to be able to tolerate like swallowing his pieces and like even because like even the demon is like, wait, what the heck, this shouldn't be possible, like what is this thing, like why, how is this even happening? No one really seems to know, so that would be my best guess because of like the last thing that the grandfather tried to tell him before he died about his parents, but he just wouldn't listen. So I mean, we'll see what happens with that. I mean, that's at this point I would bet money that he's a descendant of some kind of that demon, but we'll just have to wait and see. As far as the other characters, we didn't really get too much about them. The teacher, I mean, he just kept asking, "Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here?" over and over again. So we didn't really get any kind of look into his character, except that he likes making dolls, and I'm really curious to see if it's just dolls that he makes, or he can like literally manipulate like everything, which would be super OP depending on how he uses it. Um, like just right off the bat, like imagine controlling a tree and then just summoning a root right up to pierce your enemy, right? Right? That's just like there's so many things you could do with that. But we'll have to wait till next episode to see. Hopefully, I have an easier time uploading this episode than the first one. This one isn't sub. The first one was in dub, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. Please like and subscribe for more reactions. If this isn't your thing, I also stream on Twitch regularly at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you need some background sound while you do your chores, get your homework done, all that kind of stuff, I'm pretty good at talking to myself, so I got you. But if this is all you see of me, my name's Adam. Thank you for checking out Jupiter Machine, and as always, steal credit cards, hurt your loved ones, plants and flowers. Happy holidays, everybody. Until next time, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.